Showcase, made possible by a public service grant from the National Endowment for the Arts and Bristol Myers Company in association with its divisions.
Yeah. All rise, open your eyes, no need to explain. I got a homie from the east and I'ma tell you his name. Never hang around lames, that's a part of his game. And if you show deep respect, he'll show you the same. Jeff undercard boxing, shook the world when he came. A lot of cats is playing, but his hands are insane. You can get steamrolled if you stand in the way. He a yardie from Flatbush, you cowards his cat puss. We used to feud like Bishop and Q, but he'll fuck you up quick if I give him the cue. From the city of Midwood, the south central part of New York, next to Bensonhurst and Borough Park. If it's a problem, don't even say shit. Just face this when you come across the Bay Bridge. No tolerance for BS or fake kids. Your blood clot crying. Just stop trying. Is Jeff Undercard prepared for the assignment? He bringing a appliance so cowards can't fight it. He might yoke you up if he feels slighted. He's spreading out toxins. It's undercard boxing. Yeah. Mad love and respect to my brother, man. From the motherland.
Yo, cuz, you
Word
hear
him
me?
up.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, dope. I'm still on the road, bro, but we moving.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. Let's do this.
What you said?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Just playing
do
the intro real quick. Let's do it, man.
Yeah. Intro's dope.
Intro's dope. Yo, what's up, peoples? Judah Ben, salute. That's the man who made this, who put that together.
Shout out Judah.
Intro fire. Is the parade in my city? Come on, Brooklyn got a new champion.
Let's
Come
go.
on, people.
You know what? Let me get a legal real quick. Put the lights on in the vid. You heard? You still can't see me.
It's all right. We can hear you. Brooklyn got another champion, man. I'm excited. Listen, I don't want to say I called it. I was confident in the ability. He didn't. Africa. Richardson Hitchinson.
Yeah.
He didn't show out in the way that I wanted him to, but
Yes,
I understand his skill set and how he goes about his business and how he got the job done.
Yep.
You can't leave a lot of these fights in the judges' hands, as you saw with one of the scorecards, 117 or 111.
Nasty work.
Where did that come from?
Nasty work.
You saw the separation. After 4, it's as if Paro could not figure him out.
Nah, he got stuck.
Hitchinson a problem.
He had to get his timing together. My fault, y'all. I just disappeared for a second.
Now you're good, bro. We can, as long as we have sound, we can bounce it off and hear you go. But Judah Ben said, salute my brothers. Hitchinson's a problem. They robbed him of a unanimous decision. Those shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, how it looks on the record book is cool, but as you saw, he was in jubilation when he got that victory.
Yeah.
Working all his life, where he came from, the struggles that he was sharing a lot with this upcoming fight about different things at home that troubled him, having to overcome that, choosing the path of going pro or going to the Olympics. There was a lot that he had to overcome. And now it feels like I'm where I'm supposed to be with my contemporaries, the Shakurs, the Tanks, the people who were in that Olympic training facility with me. I'm now reached where I expected to be. Could I have gotten there quicker? Absolutely. But I'm here now. And let me talk to me. What do you think about that fight?
Yo, it was fantastic, bro. And, it was fantastic. I think it was overall a good fight, even if you were a casual. But I think even if for those of us who aren't, quote unquote, casuals, if you would call yourself that, I think it was great, bro. It had me on the edge of my seat, because I'm looking at Paro and I'm like, he got this kind of Usyk, Bivol, Jai Opatai kind of bounce, light on his feet, in and out. And I'm like, dang, I can already see Hitchens is having trouble with the timing, right? But also, I can also see that Paro's foot placement wasn't what it was supposed to be. He could never really keep his foot on
Get
the
close.
outside. Yeah, he
Yeah,
could never
yeah.
really get close. He
Just
couldn't
throw
keep
that
his foot
straight
on.
shot. Correct.
Exactly, and that's why he kept getting lined up for Hitchens'
Oh, the
right hand.
counter. Yeah, the
Yeah,
counter right. Absolutely.
counter right. So it was good. After that, he stayed in the pocket, like he said. I think he is
Good.
sharp. Like I said, there's a lot of him that reminds me of like what I saw was a Devin Haney Keyshawn, but doesn't have the same volume or punch variety of a Devin Haney and does not have the
Okay.
aggression of a Keyshawn. But he has
Right.
amazing timing and feet position, almost like a Shakur.
Yeah.
The way
Sharp
he
like a
keeps
cantina. Yeah.
distance. Yeah. So I think he's problems for everybody. I don't, he has a sharp right hand that can keep everybody
Bay.
at
Yeah.
bay, responsible, respectful.
And it's funny that you say that because what I saw in that fight was he never got himself out of position to not be able to throw. Like his defense, whenever he would either duck, dodge, or slip, he was always there to counter whatever Paro was doing. So like he didn't have to jump out of the way, then reset himself, and then try to find that distance. He made Paro miss, and Paro had to now reset himself to come back in with a different game plan to get his offense off, which was I think was amazing. Which is not that people saw that, or people will not notice that when watching boxing, but students of the game, people who watch the the elites, know that you have to stay there so that way you can get off your offense and make him miss at what he's trying to do.
Exactly. Yeah. And
Power was lunging in a lot.
Yo, dude, not only was Powell lunging in, he was obviously and visibly getting frustrated. And on top of the fact, if you notice, and tell me if I'm wrong, chat, let me know if I'm wrong, but Powell threw very little punch variety, bro.
Yes.
It was bouncing, double jab, maybe a jab, catch, jab, and then a two. I think you can count on your hand how many quality hooks he threw and how many uppercuts. And when he did those shots, they were out of desperation. And they weren't calculated at all. So I had a problem with that. I think he limited himself once he got frustrated. He still it was a good version of him that Hitchens beat, but I think it was such a chess match that the poise is what separated the skill. I can't sit here and say Hitchens is so far skilled than Paro. If they did a rematch and Paro made adjustments, it would be just as tough of a fight. You see what I'm saying? And I still had the feeling of like, does Paro hit hard enough to actually hurt Hitchens? Because Hitchens to me has a better chin than Devin Haney. But I don't necessarily think he's more skilled than Devin Haney.
I mean, so what I saw in the fight is when you have a guy who wants to apply the pressure and wants to come forward and is the aggressor, and something makes him have to second guess that decision to just barrel. Because when a guy shows no resistance, he just barrels in and he's like, yeah, I'm just going to take whatever you got and I'm going to just let my hands go. But I think he respected what Hitchinson was throwing because it made him pause, second guess, and sometimes be late with his punches. Like he was late to the part. Like he would throw a punch and before you know it, jab to the face. And he's like, damn. I thought he was going to come with the right hand. Nope. He jabbed me with the jab. When your head gets pushed back in that way while you're watching a fight, it's because it's a surprise. And not only that, it's like, I thought I was out of range of that one. I thought I had given it enough space, and then all of a sudden, my head is flying back, and it's like, oh damn! Now I got to reset. Let me just read Judah's comment real quick. Judah Vision, facts. I'm proud as fuck for Hitchens. He deserved every ounce of that championship. You heard Eddie say it. Only big fights from here. Brooklyn, stand up. Yeah, we listen. I told you, parade in my city, man. Go ahead.
Not. I mean, shout out to Judah. But you're right, man. It's Hitchens, and two, for someone like Paro, I could see that he's sitting there saying like, yo, me and this dude are pretty much the same size. How is he hitting me from so far? No, I know, but I'm just saying.
74 versus 73, 71. Reach advantage.
I actually thought it was more. Hitchens would hit him like Navarrete sometimes.
but that's because
Hitchens was
he understands his distance.
yeah, for sure.
But
And you know what
his
I
game
also
plan was,
noticed?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, the last thing is because he has such a good measuring of his distance, he didn't
Yeah,
have to be too tucked in his shell. He actually was a bit more. Hitchens was a bit more upright, I think, with the intention of maximizing that distance as well
yeah.
and that height. Excuse me.
And I also think that he could have, he could have Hitchinson. Like, I see how comfortable he got in the fight where what I'm doing is working, but I think he also has more variety to his style where, excuse me, I can step it up. I can press the action if necessary. But
Yeah,
sometimes you get
they both
like,
do. Yeah,
yeah, you heard it in his corner. Like, even though he started dominating and winning the fight at what I would say a comfortable rate, his corner wasn't satisfied with the work he was putting in. They wanted more. So to me, it's like there's a level that he didn't show that is it's still in there, if that makes sense. Like he still has
yes.
another
Okay.
gear to go to if necessary.
Yeah.
That's
No,
just my assessment. That's just how I'm
no.
seeing it.
That is a good assessment because now the thing I was going to come to you to say is, I think it was brilliant boxing, but I also felt like, yo, he was kind of limited in his combos too. That's why I said
Yes.
both of these boys are no Keyshawn. And maybe I'm on glazing, as the young people would say, but Keyshawn got all of that and more. Keyshawn, let me tell you something. If that was Keyshawn, bro, the way Hitchens was handling Paro, Keyshawn would have added 3 or 4 punch combos. Paro did
Yes.
not. I mean, as Hitchens did not, bro.
Yeah.
Keyshawn would have been brave enough to throw that right hand, left hook, right hand. That was open.
Yeah.
That was open for him, bro. He just had
And
to
there,
have the
there was
courage
there was a
to
lot
take
for
it.
that uppercut too. Like
Oh hell
I'm
yeah,
like
with
he's
the
lunging in.
leaning forward and the lunging forward.
Oh, come on. Like, that's a shot you have to at least throw it twice. Let me see him react to it. Let him think about it as he's coming in. And you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because that's also something to think about as you're the aggressor. Um, we know, well, for me, I have the awareness that Keyshawn is going to fight Barenchik, the O champion, the WBO champion,
yeah.
sometime in February. So he's going to be at 135. Uh, can we talk about the future for Hitchinson? Who would you like to see him in the ring with?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Keyshawn's at 130. And I use Keyshawn because they're close in height, I think. I think they both like 5'9.5", 5'10". But
5'8".
who? Hitchens is not 5'8", bro. Paro's 5'8".
Unless
Hitchens is
he's
like
lying
five.
on his 5'9", 5'9", 5'9".
Yeah, that boy is tall, bro. And I bet you if you meet him in person, he probably the same height as you. You know how they be messing
Probably.
because look
Yeah,
how
box ring.
you see what I'm saying? Them boys are lanky. Them boys
Yeah.
are lanky. But what I was gonna say is, who do I want to see him next? Oh, we touched on it earlier off camera.
Mm-hmm.
I think Catterall, me and you, I think are aligned. I think Catterall beats Barbosa. Barbosa to
Yeah.
me, him and Catterall are similar in the sense that there's no real bells and whistles. But
Right.
after really watching Catterall, I still just like Catterall better. I think he's a lot more exciting than Barbosa. I think he's
Yeah.
sharper and I think he has more power and he showed more consistency to be a poised boxer with some power. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Barbosa, I don't know, man. He just don't got it to me. I don't see him
Yeah.
as I see him as an accidental champion. I see him as a belt holder.
Vacant belt. Vacant belt. And for those in the chat who are unaware, there is a upcoming title eliminator for the IBF. Jack Cottrell versus Arnold Barbosa, IBF title eliminator, which would mean that the winner would be the mandatory for Africa. Bridges and Hitchens, we call him Africa. You got to know him personally. We call him Africa. I'm joking. So the reason why we're discussing because he can go the mandatory route, which is whoever's upcoming and going to be the mandatory, or unification. For those that don't know, unification trumps mandatory. So if he's trying to unify with another champion, he does not have to face his mandatory. But there is someone waiting in the line of a mandatory challenger, and they're both on the same side of the street, which is natural. So I have to take that into account. Yeah, they're both on natural.
Who? Wait, who are we? Oh, Paro? No, who are you talking about?
No, Jack Purcell and Arnold Barbosa. They're both with Matro.
Oh, Catterall, bro. Stop saying Cottrell. I'm like, who
Catterall.
Cottrell?
My fault.
Catterall.
Jack Catterall.
Yeah.
Same people.
Oh yeah, that's it. So that's a done deal. If Catterall can get past
Barbosa.
Barbosa, that should be a done deal.
Yeah. Well,
And then the winner of that
anything
should
can
face
happen.
Tio.
Is that? I don't think it's a WBO title limit. I think it's an IBF. I have to double check. I'll double check my facts. Tio hasn't had a mandatory in a while. He's been fighting tuna cans and garbage for a while now. So I'm not Tio. I don't. It's like maybe it's because he understands it. Like when you understand the game and understand how the game is played, he's like, if Top Rank is only going to give me a guaranteed money, then I'm not going to risk myself with a tough fight. Give me the bottom 13 guy, and I'll beat him up.
Yeah.
I'm not getting money off the gate. You're going to put me in a ballroom. The ESPN views are always going to be what they are because it's on free TV.
Yeah.
So there's no real incentive for me to go risk it all.
Right. And Tio is exciting, especially when the fight's
when
for free.
He wants to be.
Yeah. If you fighting for free, he gonna do his thing. But he's gonna get the numbers, is what I was trying to say, because he is an exciting fighter. But I feel like people are turned off by his personality sometimes, and I think that's what's gonna hold him back from really being a true pay-per-view star. I don't think he knows who he is.
Let me drop a caveat. No, you good. A caveat into your lap. There's a discussion from Bob Arum of making a Boots Ennis versus Teofimo ESPN on pay-per-view. What do you think about that fight? Jerron Boots Ennis versus Teofimo Lopez, aka Gordo. For those who don't know, look it up. And
that's a scrap, son. Let me tell you something. Teofimo ain't no Ryan Garcia.
He's not. He can fight.
He ain't no Ryan Garcia. And for Jerron, he will show up for Jerron. So
yeah,
I don't think he got the firepower. He has the firepower to make Jerron respect him, but not to have Jerron worry. And I think that would be either Jerron's downfall or that's going to be the downfall of Tio, because I do think Tio's chin is testy.
Yeah,
I think Tio's chin is
if Sandor Martin can put down Teofimo, I have it Boots 6 to 8 round stoppage.
Nah, that's disrespectful, bro. I would say late round.
That is late.
Nah, bro. You said 6 round stoppage? That's disrespectful, bro.
6 to 8. 6 to 8. 6 to 8.
Okay. So
and don't give me that lineal champion. We all know Josh Taylor could not make 140 anymore. Okay?
Dude, I don't care about none of that. You got to put respect on my son's name. You got to put respect on Tio's name. If he gets stopped, I would be shocked, but not that shocked because it's Jerron. But also, Jerron did not stop this Karen dude.
You know Styles make fights.
No, you're right. And Tio's style is the kind of style where he do be getting a little risky. He get a little risky the way sometimes his hands are low. He relies on his reflexes.
The man jumps and throws, bro. He trying to be old Roy Jones out there. I'm like, what are you doing? Stay with your feet.
So does Jerron does that too, but Jerron also has a 6'3" wingspan, and Teofimo, I don't even think he has a 5'10" wingspan. So that's an uphill battle, bro. I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight.
If they make that fight, I would be appreciative of Tio really saying he's gonna call somebody out, and then the fight happens. ESPN and the Zone and Top Rank doing a cross promotion and then making a pay-per-view. I feel like
that's money.
Us as the fans are winning in that aspect. You know what I mean? And but why isn't TF? Because the question I prompted at the front of the thing is, what's a fight with Africa like? How does Africa fare against Teofimo Lopez?
So here's the thing. Africa can do well. Because here's the reason why I would actually say a better match. I realized I came in this grocery store and I'm going to be in the gym tomorrow. My fault, bro. We on live. So what I was trying to say is Jerron likes to fight. I'm not saying Hitchens don't like to fight, but Jerron is really like a junkyard dog. You see what I'm saying? So I can see that being a better fight and Tio lasting longer with Jerron than getting outpointed by Hitchens. I can see him getting outpointed by Hitchens because Hitchens is going to play it safe. Hitchens is going to stay long. Hitchens is only throwing 2-3 combos at most. Jerron going to throw that shit. Sorry.
So
Jerron
now
going to
you
throw that.
could.
He going to throw that,
Nah,
bro.
shit work, bro. Come on, we cursing up in here. This is
Yeah.
for the adults. This ain't for kids. All right. If you're watching this video, you're a hardcore boxing fan and you're not a
Yep.
child. All right. Salute to everybody that check in after the live and during the live. Judah Ben, thank you for sticking with us through the whole thing. I would much rather see a unification at 140 than, and I know I'm a little biased because I would want Boots to take T.O.'s head off, but I think the more intriguing fight, I think the more intriguing fight, the ones that in Brooklyn, in the Barclays, like,
nah, that's gonna be big.
And
that's gonna be big. We gonna have to link up. We gonna have to link up to that one.
Correct.
We have to pull up as a group to that one, cuz.
Correct. I mean, in Brooklyn, Barclays Center, that's even MSG. If Keyshawn and Barencha can do MSG, Hitchens and Tio can do MSG.
Oh, that's a fact.
But I mean, I might be a little biased, but to me, New York, come on, Flatbush, Canarsie, East New York, Bed-Stuy, all mobbing to the Barclays because a Brooklyn dude versus a dude that's from Brooklyn. I got to do like this from Brooklyn in the name of Tio. You know, we ain't never claim him. I'm just saying, Africa is definitely from Brooklyn. All right, he went to our schools. Tio,
so here's the thing with Tio, he likes to claim Brooklyn, but he can't, bro. I'm sorry. The first time I heard he said he's from Brooklyn, I did not believe it. Here's the problem. If you leave, here's my rule of thumb. It's okay to say you were born in Brooklyn, born in New York, but if you did not go to school during your pubescent years, it don't count because there's just some New York stuff that you're not gonna know. You know, you can be born in New York and you still don't got no New York in you.
Facts.
That's it. Brooklyn, Flatbush. We talk about Junction. Tio don't know what we talking about.
Word. He be like, what's that? What's over there? Bro, I seen him with a New York hat.
Bro, Tio probably know. He know the Statue of Liberty. He probably know downtown Brooklyn where Vim is. You know what I'm saying? If Vim isn't even open anymore. You know what I mean? Tio don't know nothing. Cooking. He don't know nothing, bro. He don't know. He probably think Shake Shack been there at Court Street the whole time. Nigga don't know nothing about Brooklyn. He don't know nothing about Brooklyn.
Facts. Listen, we pulling that card. We revoking that too.
When did you watch the Beyond the Bell the build up for Hitchens when they had him on East New York?
Nah, I did not. I missed that.
Block for me.
Bro, he said Crown Heights.
Yeah. Well, forgive me. Where he was not too far from, because I was near Schenectady.
Okay.
So he was right near. So I just mixed up East New York Avenue. So he was right near them sides. So right in between where it goes like super, orthodox. that area. No disrespect. We don't want to get canceled.
If you know, you understand. If you know, you understand.
But that's a fact, bro. Yeah, so Hitchens is from the towns. Hitchens is really from the towns. He really used to be on Eastern Parkway, shadow boxing and fighting dudes right there in the Parkway. You know what I mean? So
I gotta go rewatch that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna repost it because
it was good.
A lot of content was missed, and not only the build up, he talked exactly how he fought, and he told things. I have more IQ than you do, and I'm gonna show you when I get the opportunity. And precisely what was done. That's why, even in defeat, Parra was like, "Damn, I really can do nothing with this dude."
Because what could
try? I gave him.
After the fourth round, it was up, bro. Because, like I said, I was a little worried at first because also Parra got a chin. So in my head, I'm like,
those flush rights was not moving him.
Nah, they wasn't moving him, but his face was showing that he was getting pieced up. But as it progressed. When I saw that Parra, he didn't switch up his cadence, he didn't switch up his bounce. There was not a lot of foot things, and once again, he didn't switch up the variety with his punch combos, right?
Yeah.
But I can make the same complaint for Hitchens, but Hitchens was landing that flush right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was okay with what Hitchens was doing. He wasn't running around the ring like I was worried that he may. And to be honest, he really wasn't hugging. They both really weren't hugging too much. Clinching too much. It wasn't that
Yeah.
bad.
The ref had an easy night.
Yeah.
Not only that, there was not a lot of going to the body from
There was no
Africa.
body work. There was no body work, bro.
And I'm like,
So
for a guy who's bouncing in and out, you kind of want to pump him in a, you know what I mean? Or you just go down to gauge his hands from, you know what I mean, always looking for that overhand right. And I just wanted to touch the body every now and again to switch up what he was doing because the overhand right was a thing of beauty.
Yeah. That counter straight, counter overhand. He had that in the bag, bro. And you know, I think what messed up Paro is, I'm gonna be honest, even though Paro heard Hitchens say, I'm gonna be there, I don't think he believed him. Because the game plan he had was to be aggressive. I think they really was trying to pack Hitchens in early because they know if they didn't get him early, it was going to be a long night. And I think they also hoped that the pressure would force Hitchens to run to the ropes. And he did not do that.
So he could tee off on him. Yeah.
Exactly. He kept him moving.
I don't think his back touched the rope maybe once in a clinch. But other than that, Hitchens was also smart about where he needed to be at each time. Like, I didn't see him trying to dominate the foot battle with trying to be first, like trying to make sure that his foot was on the outside of Paro's foot. But I feel like he knew once I planted and let it go, I was going to connect because I know where he's at.
Yeah, and he wasn't, and that's the only thing like I said, how old is Paro? They're about the same. He's like 30, 29.
Yeah.
He's young.
Yeah, he's young.
So they both going to be fine. Yeah, Paro to me, he's just like Tim Tszyu. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be fine. And to be honest, he's so good still. We're talking about there's a lot of things he could have worked on at a very rudimentary level. And I think that's the part that's going to he's going to beat himself up tomorrow. Oh, well, I'm not sure. He probably beat himself up the whole weekend because if you're watching that back, you know how good you are. And there's things that he really could have done. Like you said, that's the first thing. You got that crazy in and out speed and timing. You didn't adjust to the body at all. That's a good point, Jay. I didn't even say that out loud. But imagine maybe he thought he would have had to because Hitchens would have been running. But once Hitchens wasn't running, I don't think he made another adjustment. And that's my problem, is that you have so much skills. You know what I'm saying? Even think about how he stopped Montana Love. He got some skills.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. So there is this conversation about George Kambosos in New York versus Africa. I would much rather see Paro versus George in Australia.
George out. That would be a downgrade for Paro, bro. That would be an upgrade in visibility, downgrade in class.
All right. No, but if you're building the fight right, the two Aussies coming off of loss, you have the undisputed 135 champion who also, is moving up to 140. You kind of get him that win because he needed, both of those guys need it. And like the trajectory moves the winner forward because two guys who lose have to fight to see who gets to win the basket. But what do you think about Kambosos in Africa in New York?
Dude, I mean, it'll be a cool fight, but like, and I like Kambosos, bro, but like, does he want to keep on losing?
Yes. He lost to Maxie Hughes. So
let me that's the point I'm trying to make because I don't know how they can keep on giving this guy, he's going to end up being like a Chisora.
Lou DiBella. Shout out to the promoter. The promoter keeps giving you opportunities. Keeps giving them opportunities.
At first, I was going to compare him to like a Sean Porter, but that's disrespectful because Sean Porter was out here putting belt to ass. You see what I'm saying?
He had that. Yeah, he had those windows.
You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of good wins. Kambosos' only good win is his miracle win against Tio. I mean,
he also beat Lee Shelby. Mickey Bay. There we go.
I give him credit for Mickey Bay and Lee Shelby. But once again, you're talking about two guys who weren't huge power punchers and who were at the back end of their careers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The only prime win that I really rate that he had is Tio.
It's Tio. One lung Tio.
Yeah, that's it. And if you look at their trajectories, Tio has had Tio has had a couple of sus wins, but some of his great wins are great wins. Kambosos has not had one great win. He's had one suspect win against Maxie Hughes, which we both agree that he lost.
Yeah, so that's why you have title holders at divisions, and you have
And
guys
actual
who,
champions.
yeah, because
Kambosos
champions
was a
defend their
lineal
belts.
title holder. He was an undisputed title holder.
Yeah,
I would never consider him a real champion. He'll beat my behind. You know what I'm saying? But I would rather spar him than spar Shakur or one of these other boys. You know what I'm saying?
for sure, for sure. Did you get a
He's
chance
probably a
to
nightmare
watch?
to spar.
Yeah, a lot of headbutts. Did you catch the top rank card?
Of course I did. It's me, bro. It's me. Upset. Castro loss. I also thought they violated my
Mark
son.
Castro been a hype job though. He
He
lost
been
4 fights prior, bro. In my opinion, he
so that
lost
gets
four
separate
fights
discussion.
prior.
Park
Yeah,
that separate discussion because I have thoughts about him too. He kind of looked like Elon Musk in the face.
mm-hmm.
Who else we have? My son Jalil Hackett. We
Cowboy.
just spoke about him. I think Hackett
I shot
got.
Hackett. Yeah.
I don't think it was a complete robbery. I also think Hackett made the fight too hard. I think he allowed the fight to. I'm not to take away from dude that beat him. The dude was solid, but
Yeah.
Hackett shows signs of being special. You know what I'm saying? He's showing inklings of being special, and that performance this past weekend was not special.
Yeah.
So
As if he
hopefully
didn't get up for the fight at hand, and
yeah,
not doing so, thinking that, you know what, I can just be who I am, not show the specialty that I am. It
yeah.
ended up costing him on the scorecards because you're fighting a guy from Puerto Rico in Puerto Rico, and you didn't get the decision.
You know what that performance reminded me of? Jahai
What's up?
Tucker.
Yeah.
When Jahai
Damn,
Tucker
that's my
took
boy.
his first loss, that's my son. That's my son. And when he took his first loss, I sat there looking at the fight, and he was, he's a real dog. That's a junkyard dog right there. But while I'm
Mhm.
watching it, I'm like, yo, dude, you're making this fight way too hard. I'm like, you're making this fight way too hard because that boy got all the tools. His defense is sloppy, but he got a lot of offensive tools, and he's a
Mhm.
dog. And I feel the same way about Jalil, except Jalil is huge. Jalil,
Yeah.
almost 6 feet. He's solid, and he
Yes.
spars all of our favorite people. So he shouldn't have lost that, man. I mean, I don't know. You had any
Yes.
thoughts? Did you get to see the whole thing?
I didn't get to see the whole thing. I heard pretty much the controversy behind it. I'm gonna go rewatch the fight and make my own assessment.
Yeah,
I think what you said is pretty clear cut. Is in that if you're a special fighter and you're dealing with someone who's not at your level, you have to show separation. That way, you secure the victory. You can't
yeah.
just expect them to just go, "Oh, he's the A side." You're not the A side in Puerto Rico.
No, you're not.
You're
You're
the
not.
challenger.
Yeah,
We
look at.
love him. He's gonna have
I
a
mean,
parade as soon as you leave. Like we're going to the bar and he's buying shots for everybody.
yeah.
So
That's a fact, bro.
these things are a factor when Eddie takes his prospects to these countries to go fight and
Yeah,
to go wage war.
yeah.
And
No, that.
I think it's similar to Lorenzo Truck Simpson. Like
Yo,
the
Chuck,
loss is not.
the
I'm
loss
running
is
all
not
over the
that.
place, but
No,
yeah, they're not
no.
that
But
bad.
it's the same theme of young guys
Yes.
who people may say are overhyped, but like we know it's not an overhype. It's. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't say we know for a fact, but them boys all show that some of these losses they shouldn't have lost, especially when the losses are so close.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Mia Ellis took one.
hairline
Correct.
split decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Sorry about that.
No.
Um,
I mean, the judges, as you can see, a judge, it depends on what they're looking for in the fight. And that's why you have to show so much separation within the fight that whatever the judge is looking for or trying to get, he gets it. Does that make sense? Like if the judge is looking for aggression, uh, the quality of punches, clean,
yeah.
effective aggression,
Yep.
you have to show each and every one of those elements. That way, when it's time for the scorecards, you're not in your head thinking, damn, did I do enough?
Yeah.
Because Jaleel probably thought, man, another one. Yeah, come on. Because he wanted a title shot. The way he was talking, he wanted to be in a title eliminator or to challenge for one of those belts. Now this puts him
I
back
think that, yeah,
two fights.
and that's fine because I don't think he was ready for that. You thought he was ready for a title shot against who? I mean, I know the belt holders are not the
Emmanuel
strongest.
Stanionis? Stanionis?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. The only person at this current time, based on Jaleel, what I've seen, and now after this loss, I don't
Mm-hmm.
see him beating none of them, bro. Not
Yeah.
now. I don't see him be. Don't get me wrong. I could see him upsetting Brian, maybe. I feel like I still need to see a bit more of Norman, but I know he got some real skills and he got some power. Maybe Mario Barrios after that weak performance, but like Stanionis is gonna hurt you, son. You say he don't got a lot of power, but that boy thumps, son. He not in there. He's strong like a bull. You know how them fellas is built.
Yeah,
Duran, I think Jaleel spars Duran. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure we know
often.
how that goes. I'm
Uh-huh.
pretty sure we know how that
Just
goes.
very good work. Just good work. Yeah, just good work.
Yeah. And who else am I missing? Who else are champions? You got
That's all of them. You named all of them. Brian Norman, Emmanuel Stanionis,
Stanionis,
Boots Ennis,
Barrios,
and
and Brian.
Barrios. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Brian Norman.
I if anything, I would say
Barrios, the low hanging fruit.
no, bro, I wouldn't even said that. That's what I'm saying. Even him talking about we're not talking. Nobody was talking about him in champion. I don't know why. Like I said, I like him. I had no
Yeah. His
champions
mindset.
aspirations for
Just
him within the next year. I just don't see it. I didn't see it, and I think I'm right. Can he make it past Alexis Rocha? Can he make it past Rashidi Ellis? Can he
yeah.
make it past what's my boy
Santilla,
name? No, the crazy one. Woo! Light
Blair
skin bull.
Cobbs. Blair
Can he
Cobbs.
make it past Blair Cobbs?
I think so.
Maybe. But I bet you they
Okay.
give him a hard time.
Um,
The experience would cause him and you telling me he beats Rashidi Ellis?
no. Because his speed and his skills, I think he gives him a pretty tough fight. Um, and this is wishy washy, but Connor Ben versus Jalil, how you have that?
I got Connor right now, bro. I got
Then
Connor
yeah,
right now. I
okay.
think Jaleel has the skill set to give Connor a hard time, but Connor's too fast and explosive, bro. He's Connor to me has elite level speed and explosiveness. I can't say his IQ matches yet, but he does have like he's his dad's son. That's the kind of the way
Nigel.
Connor throws his shots, regardless of whether you think the PD scandal is real, he's still throwing his shots like that. Now the
Yeah.
impact has changed, but Connor is
Not as
explosive.
devastating.
Yeah, it's not as
The eggs
devastating.
ain't cooking. The eggs ain't
Yeah,
cooking.
yeah. But I mean, honestly, I would edge Connor from experience right now. But also,
Okay.
Jalil is so big. If Connor is
Yeah.
not slapping like how he slapped before, it'll be like Dobson. He'll get pieced up, but Jalil's gonna be eating most of those shots. No, they
Right.
never have my cereal, son.
You gotta
Yeah,
stop
he gonna
going
be
to the
eating it.
big. Gotta stop going to the big supermarkets, man. You gotta go to the local spot to get your
Yo,
cereal.
dude, this is Lidl, bro. Lidl is kind of like a smaller joint down here. And it got nice discounts. You feel me? But
I
they be
feel you.
having they be
This
having
is the
honey nut
plug.
oat hoops, honey nut oat hoops instead of Cheerios. They got
Hey, we all grew up on Elf brand, baby. We all grew up on that Elf
yeah.
brand.
I grew up on that Pathmark Cheerio. You heard?
For that,
The seafood
listen,
Cheerios.
for sure. Um, the
But yeah,
top
so
rank card.
Jaleel.
You want to get into it? Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
let's get into the main card. So Richard Torres, help. Maybe you could tell me why are they moving him so slow?
Because top ranks don't know how to move heavyweights,
Dude,
and
I'm lost.
they're
I'm
never gonna
lost
fight
for
for a
words.
title. They're never listen. They're gonna sign a bunch of heavyweights. They're gonna have them fight. Like who was the dude? Bro, the dude he was fighting looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Dude, he legitimately looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy. He,
And
he
this
looked
man,
like
this
he
is
looked
your
like the character
setup
from
step
Book
up fight.
5, whatever that. That's what they said. The dude has a good record. The dude had a solid record. I
Torres, you're
mean,
a
dude,
Superman. Like you have accolades. Why not have the people in top rank at heavyweight fight each other? Why is FA Ajabe going elsewhere to go fight when Torres is right there?
so time out. I heard they're gonna put FA against Bacoli.
Yeah, that's a
That's nasty
possibility.
work. He getting knocked out. FA's getting knocked out. FA's bro. I think FA is garbage. I think he's a budget-friendly Deontay Wilder. I think he's trash, bro. FA looks like he's learning how to box in real time. You don't realize once he stopped knocking people out, at least Wilder, he kept knocking people out. Wilder kept knocking out contenders.
A
Wilder knocking out
budget
former champions.
friendly Wilder
This
is
dude, FA Ajagba, is
crazy.
trash, bro.
Salute the bomb squad.
Yeah, he's dirt, son. He's big. He's big as hell. He's stiff. He's slow. He has poor timing. He's trash, bro. I'm sorry.
What?
I think he has room to grow, but he's also already in his 30s. Bacoli is a skilled boxer. He's gonna beat that man up. Bacoli's gonna beat him up, bro.
We
That's
could
all I gotta say. Bro, I put my whole house on Bacoli. There's no way in hell that FA is beating Bacoli. FA cannot knock out Bacoli either. Anything is possible in the heavyweight division. There's no way in hell. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody says. But what I was going to tell you, forget that. Richard Torres fought Joey Daweko, right? Last time.
Sure.
He fought Daweko. Do you know who Daweko is? He's from our side.
I do not.
Daweko is the dude that rumored to have hurt Anthony Joshua before Ruiz. That's the rumor. I don't think it's true.
No. The dude who hurt him was in Philly. I forgot his name though.
That's Joey Daweko, bro.
Daweko?
Joey Daweko spars out of Philly. He's about the same. He's like 5'10". Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up. Either way, Joey Daweko, I know of him. He spars all the big dudes.
Yeah.
Once Richard fought him, I don't know why we were going back to this other guy. You should be cleaning out everybody that Joey's either beat or anybody who's had a close fight with Joey who's fought a champion. What are we talking about? Richard is ready. Put him in there with somebody nice, bro. Because right now we're not really seeing what's his name skills against people who are actually going to give him a challenge. So we don't know if his skill set is going to translate to the 6'5" guys.
You know what it is? So as you can see, they build them up to a point, and then they don't know what to do with them once they reach that point. And unfortunately, Richard Torres had think about Big Baby Anderson, right? Wasn't he ranked amongst close to the top of certain divisions where he should have been challenging for a championship? And then all of a sudden he takes that loss, and then it's like, bury him. I'm waiting for Big Baby. Come on.
No, I'm not waiting for Big Baby, bro. Let me tell you something. Big Baby is sloppy.
Exposed?
He's been exposed. He was exposed since Charles Martin, bro. So the way they moved Big Baby was perfect. I think the Charles Martin fight was good for him. I thought they were going to take that and then start giving him other Charles Martin. You don't jump to Bacoli from Charles Martin. You go from Charles Martin.
All about the money.
You struggle with Charles Martin. You give this guy a top 30. You go from a top 15 to a top 30. Then you give him a top 6. 280 pounds, 6'6" heavyweight. That's nuts. The kid's 24 years old, 25, whatever. That's nuts, bro.
Hey, guess what? Generational wealth.
Well, generational hurt too.
For sure. That's why he ain't been back yet.
Yeah. Because Bacoli, and that's the thing. When you look at the stat, and Jared don't look like a big 6'4", but at the end of the day, that kid is 6'4". He walks around 240? Jared probably walk around heavier than that. So if we seen him in real life, that's a big boy. Bacoli is 6'6", 280. He made Jared look like his son. You see what I'm saying? He made Jared look like his son, bro.
I'm the duplicate of you, bro. I'm what you need to be, son. I'm what you should be. When you get older, that's how you.
Yo, son, dude, look up George Foreman's physique and stats.
Yeah.
He only about 20 pounds, 15 pounds heavier than Jared. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how big these boys are. So that's why, and even for Jared has he has no composure, and he has no patience. So that's why I like that they moved him slow. Torres is a student, and he's humble.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And if you notice, Torres, he hang out with all them little dudes, so he'd be pulling out some of the same small man
movements. Yeah,
yes.
He fight like Shushu. You see some Shushu.
He has good angles. He be off the line. I need to see him in the pros against a 6'5" or bigger. I'm tired of seeing him against these 6'2", 6'3", and smaller. I know he can do well. I want to see it now with the smaller gloves and longer rounds. You feel me? Because I watched him in the Olympics. I watched him lose to Jalalala, whatever that dude's name is. And he's work to be done before I start to say Richie could be another champ for us. But I think he can contend. Jared can contend too, but right now I don't see him getting a title for us anytime soon.
Right. So Torres, I like the destruction and the power and what he's displaying against lesser competition is cool. But my thing is, are we just building up a guy to be exposed in about 2 or 3 fights, or his next fight? Because as soon as he steps up, I assume that, in my opinion, if I see the name, Jermaine Franklin beats Richard Torres.
Nope. That would be a perfect fight. To me, they should, if they go to put him in with a short dude, put him in with Jermaine. Jermaine have skills, he have good pop, and that'll force Richard to get out his bag a bit more. And
but
then we
you
get to
don't
see
think that
if his power is real. I think the power is real because he kind of moved like a Sean Porter, except with more power. Matter of fact, he moved like an Antoine Russell with more power. Kind of short, stocky for his division. Antoine Russell's a good height, but you know what I'm trying to say. Just very ferocious, explosive. You know
but you don't think that that gives him the opportunity to be exposed because Jermaine has the experience of fighting Anthony Joshua, been in the ring with a couple of contenders. Nah, he still smokes him.
Yes and no. Jermaine is good. Jermaine is good, but then also Jermaine went against AJ and Dillian White, who I think Dillian White is a yard man, so I think I'll be rooting for him, but I think he's trash too. But
Bruce
he went against
Gass,
Dillian
boxing
White.
salute.
Yeah. I got to big him up. But did you see what he looked like his last fight?
Jermaine Franklin?
Yeah.
I did not.
He looked regular.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the problem with people.
Did he not raise his bar for the? Did he not raise the bar for the competition, or was it like? I feel like he might be the perfect journeyman though.
Yeah, I would consider him a high level contender. But to your point, yeah, he's the perfect high level journeyman contender because when he gets put to the test, he's gonna make all these guys look bad. But when he goes against someone that he should outclass, he to me he does. He just don't. To me, he just looked regular, bro. He beat the dude. He just looked. I'm like this.
But that's what happens when you're working a regular job. Yeah, that's what happens when you work in a regular job, and boxing is your part-time thing. It's your side hustle. So you give it side effort because he's not getting that big bag. Like he probably got a bag for fighting AJ, but still got bills. You know what I mean? Like it didn't set me up to where I'm getting. These guys are getting what 20-something million a fight.
Yeah,
I got
that's a
2.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, so
that's a good point.
I can make the fight. I can compete. I can be competitive, but then I got to go back to work after. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like instead of going to the gym and working on my craft, I now have to go work at so and so. And you're like, "Yo, didn't I see you fight on TV yesterday?"
Yeah. No, trust me, it isn't. No, that's a fact. You know, we both got jobs. Imagine if we was training for a fight now, we still gotta take care of these kids.
Oh, that's how you get knocked out.
Yeah, bro. We'd be sick.
For
Even
sure.
me trying to get my running together now is I just be too tired, bro. I give these boxers credit, especially the ones that got kids and still winning. I'm tired, bro. I guess if I was signed up for a fight, that'd be different, but I was still
because you can dedicate that time frame to the fight. But what happens is in between that life is happening, things that you have no control over is happening. It's literally a free for all for the entire thing to just go to crap.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm so distracted. I'm not even picking nothing else up.
I finally got Taurus's. Okay. So what they've been doing, which I guess is pretty cool, is Joey DeWeco. It's actually you got a DQ in that fight for excessive loss of mouthpiece.
For DeWeco.
Yeah. In the 5th round.
Damn.
The WBC NABF junior heavyweight title.
I don't think I remember that because I don't remember that part. I thought he won that. I thought Torres won that fight.
Yeah, no, I mean he won it, but Joey got disqualified, not Torres.
Got you. Yes. Yeah.
So he
got the win, but off of a DQ instead of a knockout.
Correct.
Yeah.
Listen, Torres is going to be. He's 6'2", bro, 193. I mean, excuse me. He's 6'2", 76 inch reach. He's a southpaw. Got 11 fights. I think Top Rank is just like, we'll just throw you on top of cards and you get the knockout and look spectacular, and hopefully more people tune in after.
Yeah. They're definitely using him for his he's definitely marketable. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
I haven't even heard a single interview, bro. I haven't even heard a single interview from this kid.
I watch all the
fights. I haven't heard him talk, bro. He be talking?
Kiki? Yeah.
I've never heard. Joey was an embarrassment in that fight. Hey.
Yeah, Joey
Bruce
didn't hold it down for the East. He didn't hold it down for the East.
For Philly, for sure. Yeah, Bruce Gas, Jazz, and more. That's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy. Yeah, because we probably expected Joey to test him. You're right. Joey was the one that was knocking out AJ prior to the Ruiz fight.
He was hurting AJ.
I get that, but I mean,
but it don't matter. You gotta show up that way fight night, and he did not show up that way.
Top rank. Let's do Robesi versus Espinoza.
Yo, I am so happy I didn't put money on that fight because
you said Robesi.
Everything I said looked like it was coming true, bro. I mean, Robesi wasn't throwing a lot, but it looked like he still had a lot of control. It looked like he was still focused on the game plan. He looked like he was having fun. So I was very disappointed. Listen, I don't know how it feels to break your eye, fracture your eye, but you're in the kind of industry where like it kind of looked like you quit.
Things like that happen.
He didn't even wait he could have took a knee, and then they would have went to the corner, and then maybe the doctor would have ended up stopping it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't.
You know what it is?
Let the corner stop it. That's not.
It's the idea of fighting with a dirty fighter, where like his tactics, like that's as if Amanda Serrano quit when Katie Taylor kept headbutting her. That's the equivalent. Yeah. That's how I view it. Like the dirtiness of the fighter, or Sonny Edwards. Sonny Edwards is always famous for his headbutts, right? And for me, it's like you get frustrated because you warn them about it, you tell them about it, but then no one's doing anything as it pertains to it. Like, do you not notice he's punching like this? Like his arm is crossing my face, and he's ending up here, either here or here.
Now let me ask you a question.
I know about throwing a punch, but Jesus Christ!
Did you see the elbow that supposedly Robesi said he got hit with earlier?
Yeah, 4th round, all fight. Damn, Ali fought with a broken jaw. Gotti fought with an eyeball hanging out. Robesi ain't that guy.
Thank you, Bruce. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Listen, that's all I'm saying. Let me tell you something, Bruce, Jay, everybody else on the stream. If I get hit in the eye in a fight and my joint can't see, I'm out of there. You know why? Because I'm not getting paid $500,000 to be there. But if this is my career, and it's just like, yo, I'm getting $1 million. Nah, B, we let me get tumped out. Let me flop like Shaq in the 2000s. You know, when he catch a rebound and roll over the ground. Let me do that. Don't stand there and just put your thumb up and walk away. That's crazy, bro.
You know what it was also like bad to see, because it's your title that the guy took from you. You had an opportunity. Yeah. Because you put him down a couple times in the last fight. This was your opportunity to come and spark him and get your title back and be right back where you wanted to be. Like, it's my division. I run this. I'm the Olympian. Let's go. And then all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah. I don't know.
Where's he go from here?
I don't know if it's the arrogance. I mean, I don't really know. The same way you said you never heard Richard speak. I mean, I've heard Robesi speak, but like I don't know what his character is. But there's a level of arrogance, bro, and I'm wondering the arrogance will be his downfall.
I heard him talk on Sean Vettel's interview. The dude that be on Sean Porter's podcast.
Oh yeah, Vettel.
Yeah, so he did an interview before the fight there. He has a translator, so he's a Cuban descent, so he had to translate the entire comments. But he was talking spicy, like, I'm ready. Like, I know what I did wrong. I know what the factors that played into, me losing that fight, and I'm ready to make amends. Yeah. And the way you went out, because you didn't go out on your shield.
Yep.
You went out on, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. I'm cool. I'm cool today.
That was whack. That was whack. At least, that was whack, bro. He reminds me of a better version of Chris Colbert. Like, showing everything. He has a lot of special about him. But a couple of bad decisions are gonna have his career go a little wonky.
Wow.
I think
Chris Colbert.
He's way better than Colbert, actually.
Wow.
Robesi is nice, bro. I think Robesi can get a championship again. He had it in the bag, bro. He got power.
Yeah, I saw him hit Espinoza with some shots that I thought was going to stun him or put him down, and he actually took those shots like an uppercut that I saw like clean, like up chin, like what kept coming. I was like, hold on one second. I seen with my left eye or my third eye?
You
Like,
so stupid.
like he took the uppercut crazy, and I was just like, I wonder if that played a factor. Like, I'm not able to hurt him like I did last time.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that's why I say Robisi is really nice because if you sit there and think about it, he knocked down a 6'2", 126 pounder twice. The first fight that he lost,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and to your point, I don't think he was stunning him the way he did the first time, but you could see Espinoza in his head was like, damn, I can't keep getting hit with this. Because
yeah,
that's the
yeah, yeah,
difference
for sure.
between Colbert and Robisi. Robisi looked like he swat, bro. And it's also because he's so skilled, all that amateur background, he literally fast twitches at the last second. So I
Mm,
can't even say his hands are that heavy. Like I think Rolly has heavy hands and he can throw fast when he wants to. But
yeah.
Robisi has the speed and some strong hands and all that combined. And Robisi was down here, bro. That man was dropping it low like he gonna start twerking the way he was down low. I said, what the fuck?
He was
But
just
yo, it
trying
was
to avoid
working.
them punches. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
was to
was
make him
working.
have to choose a different angle because in range he can catch him at any time,
Yep,
but he
yep, yep,
wasn't
yep.
throwing that shit. He wasn't
Nah,
throwing to affect him. I feel like Espinosa was more on the defensive side. Like he was trying to catch up to what Robesi was doing to him,
yep.
and that
Robisi
played a
was
factor in the
dictating.
fight
Yeah,
for sure.
Robisi was
The
dictating
movement, yeah,
everything. He was controlling everything. But I also said to myself, I said, yo, how long is he gonna last for doing this? Can he keep this up the entire night? Because you only throwing one shot, two shot here or there. Even if you're landing, Espinoza's nonstop. He coming like a train wreck, son. And he's
yeah,
sharp, and his defense is, like you said, you called it. His defense is tight. I like Espinoza a lot. Six
yeah.
one, 126. That's crazy, bro.
Gabriel Fundora in reverse, bro.
Yeah. That's a fact. Now,
Gabriel
now that you now that you say it like that, that's a fact, bro. I can't. And how tall is Rodisi? I don't even think he's taller than Shakur, right?
5'8". Yeah, maybe because they fought in the amateurs. That's who beat him in the for
No,
the
yeah,
amateur side.
no, I know. I'm just trying to remember if he was taller because Shakur is supposed to be like 5'7". But
Double check
the
that. I
heights
got
are
you.
always the heights are always
You muted yourself.
5'8", but he looks shorter than everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
Devin and Ryan were the same height, but they obviously got a little slight height difference. But Devin looked like he like a 5'9", 5'8". And the rest of
Mm-hmm.
them, they just all look around. It's just interesting, bro. But
Let's talk
yeah, I
about the
mean, I don't know.
Navarrete versus Valdezi.
Yo,
Talk to me.
once again, we called it. Once again, we called it here on Undercard and Boxing, B. We called it almost to the T. I wish I had said what round I think it was going to get stopped in, bro. I
I didn't
wish
know he
I
was gonna
said what
stop him.
round.
I
I
thought it
thought
was
it would
going
be super
distance again.
late.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I thought it would have been super late. And what I thought is the ref would have had to save Oscar. Oscar's a
From
warrior.
himself.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I love Oscar. Oscar, the rare celebrity I would get an autograph from. Just because he put his heart on it. For our generation,
Yeah, yeah,
scandal or
yeah,
no
yeah,
scandal,
yeah,
he
yeah.
always put his whole, like
That
Sean
T,
Porter.
that T.
Yeah, that T.
I'm
Sean
asking
Porter not with the
Earl
T,
Grey.
but you know what I mean. Earl
Yeah.
Grey, nigga. Keep it
Mm-hmm.
basic. But yeah, so Navarrete's nice, bro. I mean, and it's weird because Oscar don't have the poise to make the comeback that he needs. Because if you watch Oscar the first 2-3 rounds, I said, now look at this. Oscar got a good game plan.
The
I thought
jab,
he
the
had a real,
movement.
but to the body, bro. You see the movement to the body, moving back, body again. I say, yo, they got something here. Yo, the first time he got clipped, game plan went out the window like Deontay. That game plan was gone. I was like, damn, Oscar, you
The
couldn't even get
mouthpiece.
four.
You know, that first round knockdown through like because it's one thing to have a
threw everything
plan.
off.
Yeah. And it wasn't it wasn't a bad knockdown, but you had to call it because I hit you 2 times and you fell. Like the
Yeah,
judge could have been like, and maybe he keeps to his game plan, but once they started counting, it's like, all right, all out the window. I'm going to war with this nigga. Let's go. I'm
yep.
going out of my shield. Let me just punch my way till I can't punch no more.
Yup. That's a fact, bro.
What do you think happens for Oscar Valdez? Let's talk Valdez first. Like, what happened? What is it goes on with his career? People say retirement. What do you think?
Nah, I mean, here's the thing. Oscar Valdez has been in such great fights. You know, I think he has a couple of Fight of the Year candidates. I don't want him to get stuck being a gatekeeper. But that's the kind of gatekeeper, you know, if you trying to come up and you could beat an Oscar Valdez, especially if he still got the same heart, you ready for some championship fights. So, but does Oscar Valdez want to be that? Because right now he only got 2 losses, and both of his losses, as of right now, both of ninjas going to the Hall of Fame. Navarrete and Shakur, I think Hall of Fame stuff is relatively secure, but to me, Shakur has a lot more to do.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. I think if I was Oscar, I either retire, or if I was okay with testing these youngins and just beating up a bunch of young people, then sure. But if I'm not okay with being a young person's punching bag, I'm going to hop out, do some commentary. You heard?
After 2 losses. Damn.
You're not saying nothing, bro, or maybe I can't hear you. Am I tripping?
Nah, I didn't say anything as of yet. I
can't hear you.
Oh, yeah. Then you muted on your side because volume is good on this side.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, you have to take me out the what you call it. So for Valdez, in my opinion, that's a pound of flesh that I would like. Abdullah Mason, Oscar Valdez. Come on. Ray Tyler. Excuse me, my fault. I think he should go up to 135. I think 130.
No. He'll get beat the heck up. Nah, bro. Look what Shakur did.
I know.
Look how Shakur came at 130. His power is not there anymore. Remember, speed and timing beats power almost every time. And why Oscar is so special, he's 5'5", and he had good power, but wonderful timing, right? And some solid, fast twitch. Oscar don't got that no more. He still got a nice hook, but that same kind of timing and power pop ratio, it's not there, bro. The last time we saw Oscar is when he knocked out Burchell. That was it. After Shakur took his soul, and then that was it, bro.
Oscar Valdez, O'Shaquie Foster.
I like that fight, but I'll put it to O'Shaquie because he's a better boxer.
I know, but you see, that's what
O'Shaquie can hurt him too, because O'Shaquie be with it.
More losses, exactly. He's 5'6", by the way, and he's 33, bro. That's it. Get up out of it.
Who, Oscar?
Yeah, he's 33.
Oscar's 5'6", sure, and freaking Tank is 5'7". Okay, yeah, right.
Man, this is what Top Rank is giving me. I'm only looking at the Top Rank website.
We gotta pull up to the show so we can really see how tall these people are. Because we're pretty. Look at it. Look, perfect example, bro. You and I both met Tommy LaManna. LaManna box rec say he about 6 feet. That dude is 6 feet.
I took a picture with the man.
We both did. I would say he's 6 feet. I would even say maybe he's 6'1", because he's so skinny. He got a small head. You know what I'm saying?
One thing is, at that weight class, and because Top Rank like to make in-house fights, they're either gonna feed him to upcoming undefeated fighters or make them fight this roundabout that's going on. You know what I mean? At that weight, you have Conceição, who Foster fought, Valdez, Shock, Navarrete. You have DJ Zamora, 15 wins, and you have Andres Cortez, 2 undefeated fighters. Which, you know what I'm saying?
That's all scary work, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's
you want Valdez to take a couple more punches, bro? Come on.
That's why I said if it was me, I would retire, because if I know I really don't got it, and if I'm gonna stay with Eddie Reynoso, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, like I said, let's look at Irizlandi Lara. The reason why Irizlandi Lara to me is a 42-year-old champion, separately from him really taking 1 fight a year, it's also because he's a patient fighter. He's a patient fighter. He sticks to the game plan, and that left hand is nasty. If Oscar Valdez showed me in this fight, bro, that he had, let me put on this light so you can see. If he showed me in this fight that he had a semblance of patience, like an older fighter does, he'd still be fighting like he's a young dude. He's young, you know, he's like 32, but he's not a young fighter. If he had showed me that,
32
I would have
fights.
said,
He's got 32 fights, man.
that's a nice amount of fights. If he had shown me that, Jeff, I would have said, you know what? He can make another run, especially because 130 is strong, but it's not invincible. I could have
Yeah.
said he made another run because his patience, he still have solid pop, he got the experience. I'm sorry, I don't see that, bro. He the first time he got hit, he completely threw out that beautiful game plan. Look how soft Navarrete belly is. Navarrete look like he drink beers every day, bro. That belly's soft and it's wide. Target the belly. I don't know, son. And like I said, I like Oscar, but someone like Oshaki, he too nasty. He too vicious. Oshaki from the gutter, bro. He gonna piece him up. Who else moved up? What's my youngin
Texas
from
stand
out?
up.
What's my youngin from out here from Camden?
You know from Camden.
Ray Ford.
Ray Savage.
Savage is who everybody got to worry about.
That's true.
Savage is who everybody got to worry about. Now
Listen,
he's not that big though.
If he catches a title holder, bro, and if he gets a belt, I think that will be like for me a dream matchup.
Who?
A dream match.
Oshaki and Ford.
I think if he gets a belt and he can unify, I think that makes like it's a great on paper fight. Whichever champion he can get a hold of. If he gets another championship, like say if he gets Rocha, right?
Yeah.
Ray Savage versus Lamont Roach, right? He gets that belt and he unifies like fireworks because he's different.
Bro.
Different.
Who?
Ray
Ray,
Savage,
right?
Camden.
Yeah, Ray's good.
Camden.
Ray's good.
Jersey. Jersey salute.
Yeah, I got to salute Jersey for that, bro.
Salute Jersey. Yeah. So okay. What does Navarrete does after this?
Yo, I don't know, bro. I mean, let's be honest. I think
Doc want that fight.
Huh?
Doc want that fight.
Who want that fight?
Because they both on Top Rank. Oshaki versus Navarrete. WBC versus WBO.
Yeah. I like that scrap. I'm thinking, Navarrete could keep doing his thing. I'm gonna be honest. He's so big, bro. I think he could have tried his hand at 135 again. I
would like to see him versus Keyshawn.
Nah.
I'd like to see him versus. Come on. Why are you stopping me from getting good fights, man?
So here's the thing. So if I'm being a fan of Navarrete, I would want him to win the belt first, and then unify with the Keyshawn. What's up, baby?
At 35, who he gonna fight in the meantime to get a belt? Loma? Ooh, Loma versus Navarrete sound like a good fight. Does Loma get up for a fight like that?
Problems.
Would you want to see Loma versus Navarrete at 135?
Yeah, sure. But I think Loma's done, no?
Listen, he ain't come up off that belt yet. So
until then, good point. If he didn't come up off the belt, then he's not done.
Yeah.
But he's not done.
In my opinion, like whether Top Rank is staying with ESPN or if they're gonna go to the zone, they have to make sure they have their fighters in order. Because you have to present the product you're going to present to the zone. Like, if you're going to go to the zone, don't just go with a bunch of fighters because they're going to get matched up quick. And then 2 twos, you ain't going to have no more WBO, no more IBF belts. But if you want to keep doing what you're doing, which is fighting amongst top-ranked fighters, then I would say, listen, you're going this way, you're staying here, you're going to fight this guy. Like, it needs to be a plan. And y'all need to map it out before y'all go anywhere. Whether you're staying with Top Rank or you're going to the zone.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. You call it, man. You call it. I mean, I wish they structured like that because Loma. I just think Loma is amazing to watch. I just love watching Loma, win or lose or draw. I think his skill set is gonna change the game. You see how when Floyd came out and he really harnessed the Philly shell, how it changed the game. I think Loma. You seeing Loma's skill set. You're seeing it.
Trickle down. Trickle down effect.
When I was watching Paro, like I said, I initially said that was like the Bivol, in and out. But really, Loma was the one I saw with this kind of aggressive in and out, boxer puncher kind of in and out. I'm going to be in front of you, but I'm not gonna do that
Andre
in this
Durrell,
list.
man. If you're gonna pay homage the right way, man. Andre Durrell.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I came into boxing toward the back end of Durrell, so I didn't get to see his kind of. I know he was really good, but
They used to
I
call him
didn't.
the Matrix. He was the Matrix first.
So why did he stop? Did he get hurt, or he was getting hurt or something, or injuries, or
Promotion. Like
I had him
he
on the shelf for too long?
BBC.
Yeah, because
He
I
wasn't
always heard people
moving.
say he was the better brother between the two.
hmm
Yeah, and when
But
I seen that little
the other
sparring
one
with
would talk that shit.
Benavidez, yeah,
The
I
other
like
one
the
would,
other one too. Yeah.
other
I
one
seen
would
that
talk that
sparring with
shit.
Benavidez, and I was like, oh nah, this dude is I said
Definitely.
Durrell still got skills, but I think he about to be 40, right? He might be too
Yeah,
old.
but if he wants to get in the ring, I say we book him because he always puts on a good fight. He went out on a win, and I don't think he wanted to retire. I think the business of boxing forced him to retire. Listen, you've given me an hour of your time, my brother. I appreciate everyone that stopped by. Judah Ben,
Word,
Bruce Gas, anyone that was
everybody.
in the comments that couldn't speak on the replay. Thank you for watching. We talk boxing. We talk the main events. We talk the fights. Brooklyn stand up. Richardson Hitchens, we're going to tag you in this because we definitely gave you your props. We saw what you did and we appreciate it. Right in my city.
Parade in my city. Yo, shout out Richardson, bro. Brooklyn, you know the towns.
Africa.
Yo,
You from the towns.
Africa.
No, know what you call it. No discrepancy here. Salute to you.
Yeah.
Salute to bringing a championship. Your hard work. We're the ones that we're happy for the hard work you put in because you
Yep.
made that dedication a long time ago.
Fact.
Say what you wanted to do and you accomplished it. And we're truly grateful to represent Brooklyn in another city. But correct,
That's a fact.
bro.
That's a fact.
Thank you for your
Yo,
time, my guy.
yeah, man, we gonna get up, bro. Shout out to everybody. Peace.
Peace and blessings.